In the top stories, tourism and community partners joined forces on Monday to clean up their federation's coastline. Regionally, PAHO is urging Caribbean countries to increase taxes on alcohol and sugary drinks, and internationally, authorities in Hong Kong have charged 9 defendants over a fire that killed 168 people last year. Welcome to the ZIZ Midday Major Newscast. Today is Wednesday, the 10th of June, 2026, and I am Jasmine Thomas. First, on the local scene, the St. Kitts Tourism Authority has joined with public and private sector partners to carry out a major coastal cleanup exercise. The initiative brought together the Ministry of Tourism, the St. Kitts Solid Waste Management Corporation, and the Parks and Beaches Unit for a cleanup operation on Monday. The effort covered sections of the coastline from Matinley to the West Farm Back Road, as well as the popular Cockleshell Beach area. Amory Bakery provided support for the Cockleshell portion of the exercise, helping to facilitate the cleanup effort. Officials said the activity forms part of a broader program aimed at preserving the island's coastal environment and reducing marine debris. They added that the collaboration between public and private sector partners plays an important role in protecting St. Kitts' natural assets and maintaining its appeal as a tourism destination. The Ministry of Small Business and Entrepreneurship has launched the second cohort of its Building Bankable Businesses Financial Literacy Program. The 10-week initiative is being delivered in partnership with the St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank and facilitated by Alex Strawn. The program is designed to help entrepreneurs strengthen their financial management skills and better position their businesses to access financing and achieve long-term growth. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Small Business and Entrepreneur, Delreen Taylor, said the initiative forms part of the government's effort to build a stronger and more resilient small business sector.
We are here to provide you with the skills and the tools that you need to become bankable. We have our trusted partners here, the St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank, because the ministry provides the technical support for you. We are not a financial institution. And if your desire is to seek funding at the end of this program, hence you are building your bankability, we now have our partners that you could graduate to now and seek that funding, right? So this program is to prepare you to access the loans and manage the loan and continue to go into successful small, big businesses. So again, I want to welcome you all as participants for the second cohort of the ministry's Building Bankable Business Program, and I wish you nothing but success from here on out, and you have our unwavering commitment that the ministry would be here not only to help guide you through the program, but for any additional technical support or business development support that you would require to continue building your business.
Assistant Secretary Carla Berridge encouraged participants to take full advantage of the opportunity, noting the important role financial literacy and business planning play in entrepreneurial success.
Too often we believe that having a good idea is enough to build a successful business. But the truth is, sustainability requires more. It requires discipline, planning, financial understanding, and the willingness to learn, adapt, and grow. That is exactly why this program exists. Over the next several weeks, each participant here will gain practical tools and knowledge that can help strengthen decision-making, improve financial management, and position businesses for growth and long-term success. Whether you are just starting out, trying to organize your finances, or looking to take your business to the next level, this program was designed with you in mind. This initiative also reflects the ministry's commitment to empowering entrepreneurs and strengthening the small business sector in St. Kitts and Nevis. We recognize that small businesses are not small in impact. They create jobs, support families, drive innovation, and contribute significantly to national development.
Meanwhile, Executive Manager of Business Development at the St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank, Anthony Morton, reaffirmed the bank's commitment to supporting local entrepreneurs through strategic partnerships and capacity-building initiatives.
As you embark on this journey, remember that National Bank is your partner. We are partnering in your success. We are committed to helping you as an entrepreneur build a stronger business, create opportunities, and contribute to the growth of our economy. We encourage you to embrace the lessons in this program. You have a fantastic facilitator, he's very knowledgeable. Develop the habits that lead to success and continue building businesses that are not only profitable, but bankable. On behalf of National Bank, I congratulate all of you once again. We wish you every success throughout this program and beyond. We look forward to meeting you, and I look forward to giving you much money as you need once you graduate. So thank you again on behalf of National Bank.
In other news, local reggae artists Virgil Hodge, Dejour, and producer Scratchy Bama of Gangway Records have returned from a promotional tour of Jamaica, which they described as a positive experience for their music and careers. The group participated in a series of media and music industry engagements and said the visit provided valuable exposure for their work. For Hodge and Dejour, the trip reinforced their commitment to pursuing music at a higher level.
It was an awesome experience. We had a chance to do recordings with other artists, meet other artists, do music videos, just everything on a whole where you get as in Jamaica as a hub for reggae and dancehall music. It was definitely an experience.
Well, for me, this isn't my first time in Jamaica, but every time I reach there is something in the air. You know, I don't know if it's the culture, the vibe, or the energy, but it just motivates you to the music. You know.
It was.
Producer Scratchy Bama said one of the biggest takeaways from the visit was the professionalism and work ethic displayed by many of the artists they encountered in Jamaica.
Actually, my first time to Jamaica. I loved it. The experience was awesome. The work ethic, the vibes, the frequency, everything. Like it just feels like the land of music. You know what I'm saying? So it was very good.
The team also said the response to their music was encouraging, with DJs, media personalities, and industry figures speaking positively about the quality of their work.
When we went to one of the radio stations, because they didn't even know where we're from, he played the song and then he ended up finding out that we were from St. Kitts, and he was like, yo, they can't tell the difference in the music, you know what I mean? And it actually sounds great, better than some of them out there and all, you know what I mean? But yeah, but it's a vibes.
Well, I mean, Scratchy said it, the reception was really good. Of course, reggae music, dancehall music, based on what we do here, they actually think that we were from Jamaica. We're like, hey, no, we're from St. Kitts Nevis.
While pleased with the reception they received abroad, the artists said they would like to see greater support for local talent as they continue to represent St. Kitts and Nevis on the regional music scene.
We don't understand and we don't appreciate it as much. We don't value it as much, you know, but in time hopefully we do, and we hope the time doesn't run out before.
They listen to Dejour music, they listen to my music, and they were shocked. Like we have artists here who's doing such incredible music. So we want our people to recognize that and recognize our talent and try to help even to push us more. And of course, we push other artists who's doing work as well to that next level.
And that's it for the local segment of the news. On the regional scene, the Pan American Health Organization is calling on countries across the Americas to increase taxes on alcohol and sugary drinks as part of efforts to improve public health. In new reports released this week, PAHO said current tax levels are generally too low to significantly reduce consumption of the products. The organization noted that Latin America and the Caribbean continue to record some of the highest levels of alcohol and sugary drink consumption in the world. PAHO warned that these habits are contributing to high rates of obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and other non-communicable illnesses. The agency said higher health taxes are among the most effective tools available to reduce consumption while generating revenue for public health programs. It is also encouraging governments to strengthen tax systems, expand product coverage, and regularly adjust rates to maintain their effectiveness. And Guyana could soon gain access to specialized radioactive drugs used in the treatment of certain cancers through a partnership with Martinique. Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony said discussions with officials in the French Caribbean territory have produced promising results for the future of cancer care in Guyana. The radioactive isotopes would be supplied to support targeted treatment for patients with some advanced forms of cancer. Dr. Anthony disclosed the development during a ceremony honoring cancer survivors who received treatment overseas. He said the initiative forms part of a broader effort to expand the cancer services in Guyana. Officials noted that additional mammography centers are being established across the country, while biopsies are now provided free of charge through the public health system. The government has also been strengthening partnerships with leading oncology institutions in India, Colombia, and the United States to improve access to specialized care. On the international scene, Hong Kong authorities have charged 7 people and 2 companies in connection with the deadliest fire to strike the city in decades. The charges stem from a massive blaze that swept through 7 apartment buildings at Wang Fuk Court on November 26, 2025, killing 168 people. Authorities say the defendants face a total of 25 charges, including manslaughter, conspiracy to defraud, money laundering, tax evasion, and attempting to pervert the course of justice. Among those charged are the directors of 2 firms involved in a major renovation project underway at the housing complex when the fire occurred. The companies are consultancy firm Willpower Architects Company and Prestige Construction and Engineering, the main contractor for the project. Officials said the 7 defendants held different roles in the renovation works, including a registered building inspector. During their initial court appearance, the accused indicated they understood the charges. The case is scheduled to return to court in September. Amnesty International has accused Israel of carrying out a state-backed campaign to force Palestinians on parts of the occupied West Bank. In a new report released today, the human rights organization alleged that the displacement of Palestinians in the territory forms part of a broader effort aimed at expanding Israeli control of the West Bank. The report argues that the displacement is not solely the result of actions by Israeli settlers, but also depends on government policies and support. United Nations data cited by Amnesty indicates that more than 100 West Bank communities were partially or completely emptied between January 2023 and April 2026. The organization also referenced thousands of displacements linked to the demolition of homes and other structures by Israeli forces. Amnesty's Secretary General Agnes Calmard described the situation as a state-sanctioned campaign of ethnic cleansing and alleged that it amounts to de facto annexation of Palestinian land. Israel has rejected similar accusations in the past, describing them as biased. Now for a look at the weather. In today's weather, a weak tropical wave moving across the area is expected to bring a light increase in shower activity over the next 24 hours. Today will be partly sunny with periods of cloudiness and a 60% or moderate chance of brief passing showers. Tonight, skies will be fair to partly cloudy with a 40% chance of an isolated evening shower. Temperatures are expected to reach a high of 33 degrees Celsius or 91 degrees Fahrenheit with an overnight low of 22 degrees Celsius or 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will blow from the east at 7 to 19 kilometers per hour or 5 to 12 miles per hour, becoming lighter and variable at times. Seas will range from 1 to 1.2 meters or 3 to 4 feet. Sunset today is at 6:45, while sunrise tomorrow morning is expected to be at around 25 minutes before 6. That brings us to the end of the Midday Major Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jasmine Thomas. God bless you.